We are here for Ubiquiti Network Install Day. We're going to unbox and take a first look at this bad boy right here. This is a UniFi Ubiquiti Enterprise 48 PoE switch. So check out the video that I did where I went over my entire plan for a Ubiquiti massive phase 1 networking overhaul for the Techthusiasm smart home and all of that. And this is one of many videos where I'm going to take a look at the individual components that are going into the build. So again, we have a 48 Enterprise PoE. Let's dig in for an unboxing and we'll talk a little bit about the specs and the capabilities of this device. My son and I have already actually got a little bit of the installation going. We installed a brush panel and a patch panel, getting ready for the switch next. And I have to say, I've liked the unboxing experience and just the level of quality that I've seen so far in all of this Ubiquiti gear. So we have one box of accessories to start. I'm going to go ahead and set this down and we'll pull out the main event. Everything that I've seen so far has been packaged very nicely, very well protected. So we have the switch itself in here, some styrofoam, and in a fabric type bag. Let me pull that off. We'll zip one off, we'll zip the other one off. Rip. All right, let's get the bag open. Thing's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. So I hope we don't have too much trouble reaching to connect all the cables and get everything going. But I'm really liking kind of the silver motif of the Ubiquiti gear. And this thing is just looking like a beast. Definitely the highest end switch that I've ever had in my setup. So we are looking at a full 48 ports, all 2.5 gig, all PoE plus. This thing is capable of delivering like 720 watts of power in its totality. In addition, on this side we have 4 10G network ports. I'll be running my Synology on one or possibly 2 of those, and we will be connecting this to a Dream Machine Pro Max via one of those connections, the uplink connection as well. And we do have a little bit of a display over here on the side. I'm going to be very curious to see what can we put up on that display, what kind of information and usability does it have. We have ports here for some extra power management. We have the port for our regular plug, and I didn't realize actually a few fans keep this thing nice and cool. I won't really be concerned about fan noise or anything like that. In my install, this is going basically in a storage room, server room, where all of my equipment is kept. And again, I can't comment enough that so far on all this stuff, the fit and finish is just awesome. The fact that we get caps that cover unused ports is just fantastic. Let's take a look in the accessory box. So we'll see what we have in here. We have a power cable, 3-prong, grounded all the way through. Oh, and braided cable. This is a nice power cable, guys. Not just your regular kind of plastic, cloth braided. Love to see that. Wow, look at our little screw holder even. This is a really nice unboxing experience. So we have essentially rack attached stuff. If you don't have threaded holes in your rack, they give you the back side to be able to connect. We get the 4 rack screws, and then we have the screws, which should be for the actual little rack ears that come separately, and they are right here. Two little rack ears. Just super attention to detail with all this stuff. I'm kind of getting giddy about it in some respects. So I love how the rack ears, the screws that mount in to the devices on the side are beveled. I think that's the right word. They're not just open holes to kind of screw through. So they make sure that you get a nice solid fit and everything kind of locks in. Sometimes when you're putting on rack ears, if you have some slight variance maybe in how it's angled or how it's oriented, that starts to add up with problems in your rack. And again, the fact that they include the actual rack mounting screws is pretty sweet as well. We do have a little box of instructions and some manuals and details in there. And one other thing that has been on every piece of Ubiquiti gear that I've opened up so far that I am really digging is the QR code. The QR code there that's right on the box as you open it. Grab your phone, of course scan the QR code with your camera, and get taken immediately to the instructions online. So the instructions aren't included in the box, that's fine, right? Saving some paper, saving some ink. saving the world a little bit. And these instructions are something that we really, for this type of equipment, only need to reference once to get it set up the first time. The instructions have all been really easy to follow. They're really not written in text. They're kind of like maybe IKEA inspired type of instructions, but everything is coded with good pictorials about what to do, what it's for, and how the different bits and pieces go together. So I think that's really commendable, and I think that's another nice aspect of this stuff. As I dive into more and more of it, I'm just getting kind of more and more impressed. So we're going to get the rack ears on. We're going to get it put up in the rack. We'll give you a shot of kind of what that looks like. And so before we throw it in the rack, I figured I'd just show off what it looks like with the rack ears on. Of course, 4 screws per side. And again, love the fact that they kind of thread. The screws thread and sit in nice and flush. Everything ends up aligned very cleanly and accurately. Pretty sweet. Let's get it in the rack. And there we are installed. We got the brush panel up above. We got a patch panel ready to go for connecting all our cables in the back and jumping to the switch. And then that big old Enterprise 48 sitting in the rack. Down below that's going to go another patch panel, a Dream Machine, and a cable modem. Pretty sweet. Let's go around the back. We can get an idea. It's pretty deep item. I hope I'm not going to have a problem kind of wiring everything in after the fact, but it is what it is. Pretty sweet. Ubiquiti Enterprise 48 PoE. So there we are. The network install is underway. Enterprise 48 PoE is installed. Stay tuned to the channel for a whole lot more on networking and Ubiquiti hardware. Again, we got a Dream Machine Pro Max. We got some Wi-Fi access points, the cable modem, and a whole lot more still to come, let alone all the setup, interfaces, UIs, and features and options and stuff like that. Sound off in the comments. Let me know. What do you want to know about Ubiquiti hardware? If you want to support the channel, reach out to me, Jeremy at Techthusiasm.net. I can hook you up with all manner of awesome audio, video, home theater, and other types of equipment. Happy to consult, advise, refer you to my partners, whatever it takes to get you all connected and ready to go. Please shop with the regular affiliates down there, Amazon, Newegg, Best Buy, Target, and more, all down in the description. And if you would, hey, become a channel member, leave a super thanks. That sort of stuff is always appreciated. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, share the video, leave a comment. Let's discuss Ubiquiti networking hardware, and come on back for more home theater and networking discussion and fun. Thanks.